Hi, my name is Grace, and I'm going to be explaining the cool new concept of deep brain stimulation and how it relates to the nervous system. So the nervous system is a very complex system. I'm going to give a quick explanation for it so you can understand it. So it consists of many different parts. So the first part is the control center, which is the brain and the spinal cord. The brain helps you respond to situations, and it connects the different senses you have. And it pretty much controls everything, like your speech, your emotions, your memory. Pretty cool. The spinal cord is connected to the brain and acts like a tunnel to the nerve cells, and it connects them to the brain for information. Second, there are these little cells in your body that are called nerve cells or neurons, and they act, they're like tiny little signals in you that help you think, move, and stay alive. And then part of the neuron is called an axon, and that connects to your sense receptors, which is your feel, see, and smell, all that stuff. And then finally, there are these things called yellow neurons, and what they do is they help create and release a chemical called neurotransmitter dopamine, and that helps you move. The nervous system actually plays a huge role in Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is also known as PD, and it affects your movement, your balance, and your muscle control. Plus, PD is a progressive movement disorder, which means it's only going to get worse over time. So, Parkinson's disease is when there's a shortage of yellow neurons in your body, and it makes it hard for you to control your movements. The shortage is caused by the yellow neurons dying, and before they die, they send the neurotransmitter dopamine to the part of the brain that controls movement, making the person with this disease not able to control their movement. When the amount of dopamine decreases, that makes it harder for the person with PD to control their movement. Parkinson's disease mainly affects the part in your brain that's called the substantia nigra, which is the part of the brain which sends out the neurons to the fiber on the outermost part of the brain. So now, with all this cool new technology being invented, scientists have figured out a way to cure Parkinson's disease without damaging the brain tissue. Electroshock therapy, also known as deep brain stimulation, blocks targeted areas in the brain from receiving the signals from the dying yellow neurons. They use a neurotransmitter that sends electric stimulations, and that blocks part of the brain from receiving the dopamine being sent by the yellow neurons. This technology is helping Parkinson's disease patients with some of the symptoms of PD.
Surgery is, and so first, this is what this little pink thing is. It's a very thin wire, and it's inserted through the brain by a excision in the skull. So they crack a bit open the skull and they insert it into the brain. It's also called a lead, but the name that everyone knows about it is called an electrode. And so this connects to a wire that runs through the head and the shoulder area, and it is called the extension. Then the extension is connected to it's called a pulse generator, but it's also called a neurostimulator, and that helps tiny signals that are created by the neurostimulator to travel back up to the electrode and into the brain to help Parkinson's patients with the movement that they aren't able to control.